In the run-up to Uganda's Independence Day celebrations in 1962, the country selected important symbols to define its national identity. The grey-crowned crane was chosen as the national bird and featured prominently on the national flag. Nearly every national sports team has since adopted a name associated with the crane as a symbol of unity and pride. The law provides strict penalties for anyone who attempts to kill the bird, including a fine of 20 billion Ugandan shillings or life imprisonment. However, despite these legal protections, conservationists say the grey-crowned crane continues to face serious threats. Some traditional healers are reportedly using the bird in cultural rituals, undermining conservation efforts.
Abasawo b'ekinnansi nabo bamutta ne bamusalako ebitundu ne babikozesa ng'eddagala erireeta emikisa okugaggawala n'abakazi obutakyayibwa babbaawe.
In the Buganda kingdom, where the crane is a revered totem, clan leaders have expressed concern over its steady disappearance.
But cranes and wetlands face threats today, ladies and gentlemen, from habitat loss, encroachment, pollution, and climate change. Their degradation undermines ecosystems, livelihoods, and cultural heritage.
Concerned about this matter, environmental leaders in Masaka say they have intensified efforts to safeguard wetlands, which are the crane's primary habitat. Bruno Chiyimba, the Masaka District Environmental Officer, says authorities are conducting operations to evict encroachers and prevent further wetland degradation.
We've tried to employ a lot of measures to make sure that we protect our wetlands because they are declining at a very high speed. These wetlands have been encroached mainly for agricultural purposes by the surrounding communities. The measures we have tried to implement include awareness creation among communities.
Chimba notes that the crane population has significantly declined due to human activities, particularly wetland destruction.
These cranes are also declining. Their numbers are declining at a high speed. Why? Because their habitats, which are the wetlands, are being degraded by the communities. So, in raising awareness, we also emphasize the conservation of these cranes in wetlands.
He adds that authorities are working to conserve the environment and educate communities about the importance of protecting the bird.
Urging communities to desist from degrading these wetlands by cultivating them. So we continue to raise awareness also to make sure that these cranes are not killed, they are not poisoned, because previously we have experienced poisoning of cranes. There are wetlands around.
Dr. Adalbert Ainumchunguzi, the East African Regional Director of the International Crane Foundation, says approximately 80% of the grey-crowned crane's habitat has been destroyed as a result of environmental degradation.
The number of cranes in Uganda has declined tremendously. In the last 25 years or so, the number has declined by over 80%. In 2023, we did a national census and we approximated 13,500 grey-crowned cranes, which is a sharp decline from the 35 that were estimated around 1986. So you see that the number has seriously declined, and the reason for the decline is largely habitat loss, because cranes only breed in wetlands. It's poisoning due to crop damage, it's collision with power lines and other threats.
Venice Mirembe of the Uganda Wildlife Authority, speaking during a recent crane festival in Masaka, warned the public about the tough penalties one is liable to face for harming the bird.
That if you kill this bird, you can either go in prison for life or you pay 20 billion. 20 billion. Those who are hunting or trading in this crested crane. And every day we are arresting them and they are paying. They are paying very fast. Okay, so I want to tell you that we are trying our best as Uganda Wildlife Authority to protect this species at whatever cost.
Environmental activists accuse the government of not doing enough to empower conservation agencies to effectively protect wetlands and wildlife.
We call upon also the government to invest more funds at the level of the local government, because you find that most of the responsibilities that goes with protection of ecosystems and environment generally is entrusted with local governments, but they do not have enough resources, first of all, to monitor what is being done there and to enforce the laws which are in place.
Killing a grey-crowned crane remains a serious offense, punishable by life imprisonment or a fine of 20 billion Ugandan shillings. Police say they have stepped up operations to arrest individuals involving in wetland destruction and the illegal killing of cranes.
We have arrested many, and they have also been taken to courts of law.
Antonio Kalyango, an environmental conservation advocate, says many people still do not appreciate the ecological importance of wetland birds, calling on the government to intensify public awareness campaigns about the value of wetlands and other natural resources.
We are losing revenue because of the reluctance we have exhibited in protecting these wetlands. So we urge you, all stakeholders, right away from the government, local government leaders, the central government, the NEMA, and even civil society, who have put this task on their shoulders, like us BCF, to ensure that we step up our efforts to ensure that we continue sensitizing masses to appreciate the value of the environment and ecosystems within their communities, and they spearhead the efforts of protecting them.
Chimba emphasizes that anyone seeking to farm in wetlands must first obtain authorization, although existing regulations are often poorly enforced.
And before anybody engages in them, they have to get approvals or licenses from NEMA or the District Environment Office. With regard to farming, farming is not allowed in wetlands. It's only allowed at the edges of the wetlands.
Twaha Kasirye, the Southern Region Police spokesperson, acknowledges a growing tension between environmental protection efforts and some politicians accused of siding with encroachers for political gain.
We have faced challenges of some politicians who come up to defend the encroachers, but we have tried to manage them. We have explained to them, and they have understood.
Masaka District and Masaka City have more than 60 gazetted wetlands, but many have been degraded by construction and crop cultivation, further threatening the survival of Uganda's national bird.